I watered my lavender. A sharp knock cut the air. Ruth. I knew the voice. I opened the door anyway. Victor stood there, older, thinner, eyes I remembered and didn't trust. I thought you were dead, I said. I thought about dying, he said. Mostly I thought about you. Don't use my name like we had coffee yesterday, I said. Why are you here? Can we talk inside, he asked. 5 minutes. Please. My phone stays in my pocket, I said. The door stays open. Fair, he said. He stepped in and looked around. Not the same woman, I said. Sit. Speak. He sat. His hand shook. I made a mistake, he said. A lot of mistakes. You vanished, I said. That is not a mistake. That is a choice. I regret it, he said. I want a second chance. Second chance for what? I asked. I'm not here to take, he said. I'm here to return. Return what? Myself, he said. And something I kept safe. For who? For you, he said. No stories, I said. Facts. Why did you leave? I owed people, he said. I was scared. I thought leaving would keep you safe. You left me with hunger and lies, I said. I know, he said. I was a coward. Names, I said. I'll tell you, he said. Some of it still has teeth. Then start with dull parts, I said. Where did you live? Arizona. Then Oregon, he said. Small towns. Why now? I asked. I got old, he said. And tired of running. Don't use poetry, I said. Use truth. I'm sick, he said. Not dying today. Close enough to hear it. My fingers tightened on my phone. So you came for help. I came for you, he said. Help is part of you. You preached empty pews for 41 years, I said. I deserve that, he said. Did you marry again? It's complicated. Say yes or no. Yes, he said. Then no. I was not honest. Children. One, he said. A son. He hates me. Good, I said. Ruth, I loved you, he said. You loved escape, I said. He nodded. I poured water. He watched my hands. Drink, I said. Did you think of coming back before today? Every winter, he said. Motel rooms. Letters I never mailed. Cowardice again, I said. Yes, he said. Do you think I waited? I asked. I hoped you lived, he said. I did, I said. With work and grit. I'm sorry, he said. I have no right to ask. So why ask? Because I brought something, he said. Proof I didn't forget. Pictures? Rings. Something harder, he said. He reached into his coat. I stepped back. He showed empty hands first. I won't hurt you, he said. You already did, I said. A key, he said. But not yet. The house felt tight. My heart beat loud enough to count. 5 minutes, I said. 3 left. I need more, he said. You get 3, I said. There is a storage unit, he said. I paid for it for years. It holds the parts one cut off my life. Parts of me, too. I asked. Yes, he said. Letters, papers, names, money I didn't earn. What do you want? I asked. Trust, he said. And a ride. No, I said. Not without proof. Who knows you're here? I asked. No one, he said. I texted my neighbor, I said. If I vanish, she calls the police. Good, he said. I deserve guardrails. He stood. Then let me prove it. From that pocket? I asked. He nodded. He pulled out a small brass key on a frayed ribbon and set it on my table. This, he said, eyes on mine. This unlocks everything. I turned the brass key in my palm. It's cold, heavy, and wrong. What does it open? I ask. The storage unit, he says. Our past. Specifics, I say. Address. Number. Maple Street. B17, he says. Paid up. Noted, I say. You kept a locker and left a wife. I kept the hope I'd use it, he says. I set the key on the table. I'm calling Daniel. Still your guard dog, he asks. He's my son, I say. He earned the right. I'm not alone, I say. Is he there? He snaps. Yes, I say. Don't let him in, he says. I'm driving over. He's already in, I say. Lily slides onto the call, cool and steady. Mom, it's me. We'll be there soon. Don't sign anything. I won't, I say. Victor laughs, soft and mean. Still letting them decide for you? I decide to listen, I say. That's my choice. Put him on speaker, Daniel says. No, I say. I can handle a conversation. Lock the back door, Lily says. and take his picture. Done, I say. I snap a photo. I send it. Victor lifts a hand like a flag. You don't need their permission to talk to me. I don't need yours either, I say. 10 minutes, Daniel says. Keep him in the kitchen. No papers. Copy, I say and end the call. I was kept away, Victor says. By who? I ask. He looks at the door instead of me. People with long memories. I already have one of those, I say. Talk plain. I owed men, he says. Bad men. You owed me first, I say. He rubs his knuckles. I know. I set water to boil. Tea, I say. You can sit. He takes the chair. His hands shake. I'm not here to fight. You're here to rewrite, I say. I'm here to repair, he says. With a key. I ask. With truth, he says. And a favor. We'll get to the favor, I say. What's in the unit? Boxes, he says. Letters to you I never mailed. Photos. Receipts. A safe. Under what name? An old one, he says. So forged, I say. So borrowed, he says. Steam rises. I pour 2 cups. Take it, I say. He reaches, misses, tries again. Thank you. Why bring the key to me? I ask. You could have burned it all. I tried once, he says. The match went out. Spare me poetry, I say. Fear, then, he says. And hope. Hope for what? That you'd see I did think of you. I believe you thought of me the way a thief thinks of locks, I say. He lowers his head. Fair. Do Grace and the boy know you're here? I ask. No, he says. Not yet. So you hid this visit too, I say. I needed to look you in the eye first. To take or to ask? To ask, he says. For money. No, he says. For mercy. Those cost the same, I say. Both are expensive. He studies the key. It hurt to keep it. It hurt more to be left without it, I say. He glances down the hall. Will your son swing first or talk first? Depends on how you breathe, I say. Deep means swing. He almost smiles. It dies. I deserve it. You deserve a clear bill and a long mirror, I say. Say you'll come to the unit, he says. I'll come, I say. But I drive. Broad daylight. No detours. Fine, he says. You'll see I'm telling the truth. I'll see evidence, I say. Truth is heavier. He nods. You always weighed things. I had to, I say. You left me the scale. I was kept away, he says again, softer. Stop saying that, I say. Say who? He stares at the door. I can't. Not yet. Then don't ask for anything large, I say. Earn inches. He swallows. 1 inch, then. Name it, I say. Sign 1 page, he says. A receipt. The unit won't release the safe without you. A receipt, I say. Convenient. It's not a deed, he says. You taught me how paper lies, I say. What's the heading? Authorization, he says. Just your signature. Daniel will be here soon, I say. He'll want to read it. He'll torch it, he says. Maybe, I say. Maybe he'll improve it. Ruth, he says, voice low. Please. Just your signature, Ruth. He slides papers across my table. Routine updates, he says. I don't read routine, I say. I read traps. Lily leans in and whispers, these transfer the house. I breathe in, count to 5, and push them back. No. His jaw tightens. I waited 41 years for a no. You waited 41 years to try this, I say. He paces, caged by his own steps. You always were stubborn. I earned it, I say. Sit. He stays standing. You owe me a hearing. I just heard you, I say. The answer is no. Lily keeps her voice low. Do you want me to call counsel? Not yet, I say. I want him to hear me. She nods. Say it again. No papers, I say. No signatures. No tricks. He grips the chair back. It's a routine transfer in case. In case I die? I ask. That's not yours to plan. I protected this house when I ran, he says. You protected yourself, I say. He exhales. I messed up. I'm trying to fix it. Without me, I say, you don't get to fix me. He drops into the chair. You're cruel. I'm awake, I say. I pull out my phone. I'm calling Carmen. Why, he asks. Because she brings calm, I say. Lily smiles. And eyes. I dial. Carmen, can you come? I'm baking, she says. Do you need me now? Now, I say. I'm coming, she says. I end the call. We'll wait. He eyes the papers. At least read them. I read the first line, I say. It cuts. It's standard, he says. It's theft, I say. A gentle knock follows. Come in, I call. Carmen steps in with flour on her hands and a grin. You hungry? She asks him. He shrugs. Not really. She turns to me. Her smile fades, but her eyes ask, you okay? I nod, not really. Thank you for coming. She wipes her hands. What's the knot? Papers that pretend to be friendly, I say. Let me see, she says. He pulls the stack closer. Private. Carmen lifts a brow. In my friend's kitchen? I slide the top page to her. Read the heading. She squints. Transfer and survivorship. Thought so, I say. He spreads his palms. It protects everyone. It strips me, I say. Carmen lays a hand on my shoulder. You already said no. I did, I say. Then we're done, she says. He flinches. You're not family. She is, I say. I chose her. Lily folds her arms. And me. He lowers his gaze. I came for peace. Then stop bringing war, I say. A small voice floats from the hallway. Grandma. I soften. In here, baby. Maya peeks around the door, braid over one shoulder, eyes wide. Is that Grandpa? The word hits me hard. I steady my breath. That's Victor. He softens, voice low. Hey, little bird. Maya looks at me. Can I say hi? You can stand by me, I say. She slips to my side and squeezes my elbow. Hi. He smiles with old light. You've grown. I was born, she says. You missed it. He swallows. I did. Maya tilts her head. Are you nice? He falters. I'm trying. She looks at me again. I nod once. She nods back. Okay. Carmen clears her throat. I brought cinnamon rolls. Maya brightens. Can I? After we're done, I say. Victor taps the stack. We can finish fast. No, I say. We can finish honest. Lily points to a paragraph. This part is dangerous. He sighs. Lawyers scare people. Lies scare me more, I say. He leans back. You always had a spine. You taught it to me, I say. Carmen says, we can visit the unit with a witness and a phone camera. No signatures until counsel reads everything. Lily nods. Agreed. He shakes his head. That's not necessary. It is, I say. Victor rubs his temple. The storage unit has rules. So do I say. Daylight, witnesses, copies. And trust, he asks. Earn it, I say. Silence settles like flour. He breaks it with a low murmur. Grace. I narrow my eyes. Who's Grace? He meets my stare. She's waiting in the car. I stepped onto the porch. A sedan idled at the curb. A woman my age gripped the wheel. I'm Grace Whitman, she said. I didn't want to intrude. Yet here you are, I said. A young man leaned from the back seat, eyes like Victor's. Evan, he said. Hi. My son. I asked Victor. He said nothing. Grace answered. Yes. So you built a life without me, I said. I built a life, Grace said. I won't call it second. Second fits, I said. Victor hovered on the step. Ruth, please. Don't crowd me, I said. Evan opened his door. I didn't want to come, he said. He said it was time. Time for what? I asked. To stop hiding, he said. Grace said, we're not here to fight. I hear that from people who pack fights, I said. Carmen stood in my doorway, apron white with flour. Want me here? She asked. Yes, I said. Let me talk first. I faced Victor. Did you fake your death? He said it was complicated. That isn't an answer, I said. Grace said he left fast. Names changed. Papers changed. I helped. You helped him vanish, I said. He said men would hurt you, Grace said. I believed him. You believed him enough to marry him? I asked. Evan glanced down. They married later, he said. I was already born. How old are you? I asked. 38, he said. So he left me and built new walls, I said. Victor stared at his shoes. I was a coward. And now you want me kind, I said. I want you safe, he said. And heard. I took out my phone. I'm calling Noah. Ruth. Noah answered. At my porch, I said. Victor is here with a woman and a grown son. Do you feel in danger? He asked. I feel handled, I said. Start with the truth, Noah said. Ask clean questions. Sign nothing. Put me on speaker, he said. I did. Noah Chun, he said. We'll record statements later. Ask who made the papers. Who made your papers? I asked Victor. A man named Rizzo, he said. He's dead. Any debt's alive. Noah asked. I paid, Victor said. With what? I asked. Day labor. A small shop, he said. Grace kept books. The storage unit? I asked. Victor looked at the key in my hand. That. What's inside? I asked. Letters to you. Cash. A safe with proof of threats. Names? I asked. Some, he said. Photograph everything, Noah said. Bring the safe unopened. Daniel's truck turned the corner. He braked and stepped out with Lily. What is this? Daniel asked. History, I said. Quiet voices. He faced Evan. Who are you? Evan, he said. I'm sorry. Lily said we're doing this calmly. Daniel pointed at Grace. Why are you here? Because I carried the lies and the groceries, she said. You carried him away from my mother, Daniel said. I carried him away from men who wanted him dead, Grace said. I raised my hand. Questions, not spit. I looked at Victor. Did you ever try to send word? I wrote letters, he said. I burned them. Coward, Daniel said. Yes, Victor said. Noah said, next. Daylight visit to the unit. 2 cars, 2 witnesses. After, you meet me with the box. Agreed, I said. Evan cleared his throat. May I speak? Say it, I said. I grew up hearing you were cold, he said. You don't seem cold. I grew up hearing he was dead, I said. He doesn't seem dead. Grace looked at me. I didn't come to hurt you. You came anyway, I said. We had to, she said. Victor said, Ruth, I'm not here to steal. You brought papers, I said. I panicked, he said. I'm sorry. Lily said, sorry helps when it keeps helping. We move by my rules, I said. I'll follow them, Victor said. Noah. I asked. Anything else? One more, he said. Make him say the worst. I faced Victor. Say it. He met my eyes. I faked my death. Not alone, I said. Not alone, he said. Silence pressed in. I listened. Grace's voice turned small. He's sick, Ruth. He needs you. I sit in the clinic waiting room and listen to the clock. Victor coughs into his fist. Grace leans close. Renal failure, she says. He was on a list. He came because you're a match. I laugh once sharp. He came for a part of me again. Evan stares at the floor. I told him this was dirty, he mutters. Victor spreads his hands. Ruth, I loved you. You loved escape more, I say. He winces. I chose survival. You chose silence, I say. Daniel storms in, hot with anger. You used her then, you use her now. Please, Victor starts. Don't say please, Daniel snaps. You never earned it. Lily lifts a hand. Breathe, she whispers to him. Calm helps. I'm calm enough to say no, Daniel says. Grace faces me. I know how this looks. He is sick. We ran out of options. You had time, I say. 41 years of time. Evan looks up. I'm sorry. I told him to leave you alone. I keep my face steady. Trust shows up before crisis, not during harvest. Victor leans forward. I am asking, not taking. Not yet, I say. Papers try to take for you. A nurse calls a name. We wait. The room hums with soft shoes and low voices. A man in a white coat steps out. Mrs. Hale. I'm Ruth, I say. I'm Dr. Shah, he says. I manage Mr. Hale's case. Daniel folds his arms. Then manage it without my mother. Dr. Shah nods. I understand the anger. Tests can confirm compatibility. No one can force a donation. It is your choice. Grace grips her purse. We understand. Evan asks, if she says no, can he live? Maybe, Dr. Shah says. Dialysis helps for some time. A transplant helps more. Victor rubs his chest. I won't beg. You already are, I say. He nods. Fair. Dr. Shah looks at me. If you wish, we can draw blood today. Results take a short time. I glance at Daniel. He watches me with fire and worry. I press the brass key in my pocket. There is more to this, I say. A unit with answers or ashes. Medical choice should rest on medical facts and on your safety, Dr. Shah says. I hear you, I say. But I also need truth. Victor looks at the key. We can go now. I will open everything. Daniel steps closer. Mom, don't get pulled. He twists words. I twist nothing, Victor says. I am out of places to hide. You still hide behind need, I say. Grace flinches. He is wrong about many things. He is not wrong about being sick. Evan nods. I will drive. We can follow your car. Daylight. Cameras. Your rules. I study his face and hear clean pain. You sound honest, I say. I have practice, he says. Lying felt like poison. Dr. Shaw speaks again. Mrs. Hale, if you permit tests, we can plan. You can stop at any point. Tell me the risks, I say. Standard surgical risks, Shaw says. Bleeding, infection, anesthesia issues. Your age adds caution, not a ban. We run workups. I want plain talk, I say. Donation shortens recovery for you, not length of life, he says. We plan for rehab and support. Daniel says she has support. She has me. Lily nods. And me. Evan says, I can help pay for aftercare. I don't take your money, I say. Victor whispers, I won't touch your house. I'll sign. Words need paper, I say. If I am a match, must I give? I ask. No, he says. It only means you can. Daniel says my vote is no. I know, I say. Lily squeezes my shoulder. We stand with you either way. I take a breath. Here are my rules, I say to Victor. We open that unit first. We bring Noah or Carmen. We film everything. We take the safe, sealed, to Noah. One lie and I walk. No lies, he says. Say it again, I say. No lies, he repeats. Dr. Shaw waits. Shall I order the blood work? After the unit, I say. I agree to test, but only after I open what the key promises. Noah meets me at a dull metal door and nods. You good, he asks. I'm steady, I say. Open the unit with me. We do this slow, he says. Camera on. Gloves on. I turn the key. The lock gives. The smell is dust and old rain. A bare bulb hums. Boxes crowd the space. Victor's fast, sloppy hands scrawled across them. Bills, to Ruth, photos, misc. Start here, I say. He lifts the lid and angles his phone. Recording. I pull out a stack of letters, edges burned. Never sent, I whisper. Dates. Noah asks. 83, 84, and later, I say. Bag them, he says. I open another box. Photos spill. Grace in white, cheeks bright. Victor grinning, tie crooked. A courthouse door. My wedding wasn't in a courthouse, I say. No copies to them yet, Noah says. Document, then decide. I turn one photo over. June 1987, I read. You can be mad and still be careful, he says. I am both, I say. We push deeper. A thin safe sits low, gray and mean. Beside it, a thick envelope fat with papers, my name across the front in his slant. Ruth, 1984. No mask, he asks. I want answers, I say. I break the seal. My fingers shake. A letter rests on top. Read if you're ready, he says. I read aloud. I owed men I couldn't pay. I ran to keep you safe. You didn't keep me safe, I whisper. You kept me alone. We saved the original, he says. We can read copies later. There's more, I say. If I stayed, they'd use you as leverage. If I left, you could hate me and live. I did both, I say. We'll let Aisha sort the legal wake, he says. Aisha? I ask. Attorney I trust, he says. Razor calm. You can press charges for fraud, he adds. Or do something quieter. I choose quiet power, I say. We build, not burn. He nods. Open the safe? It has a key, I say. Not this one. We can move it intact, he says. I skim the shelves. Receipts, storage slips, wire transfers. He photographs methodical. I hold up a small notebook. Rizzo, I read. Dead, Noah says. But his work lives. I lived under his shadow, I say. The bulb flickers. I steady it with a tap. Tell me what you need, he says. My name back, I say. On paper. In peace. You'll have both, he says. Footsteps scrape the hall. Daniel appears with Lily and Carmen. Status. Daniel asks. Boxes, photos, letters, Noah says. Lily peers at the envelope. Are you okay? I'm upright, I say. Carmen squeezes my elbow. Water, she says, handing a bottle. I'll drink, I say. Victor hovers, stopped by Noah's palm. You can watch, Noah tells him. Don't touch. Victor nods. I aim the key at a small drawer welded under a shelf. It clicks. A plastic pouch slides out. Spare keys. A thin silver one stamped safe. Of course, I say. Good eye, Noah says. I kneel by the safe. Ready? Roll, he says. I slide the silver key in. It turns with a tired sigh. I lift the lid. Passports sit on top in neat stacks. Victor. Whitman. Old seals. New lies. Photograph, Noah says. Multiple identities. Daniel mutters. He never stopped lying. Keep words for later, I say. We need proof. I move the passports aside and see a manila folder. I open it. Bank slips. A small ledger. A photocopy of my driver's license from 1982. Numbers blacked. My stomach tightens. Slow, Noah says. Name and date each piece. Carmen whispers, this is enough, isn't it? Almost, I say. I want the root. I reach deeper, fingers brushing stiff paper. There, I say. Something notarized. Lily leans close. Careful. I have it, I say. I'm steady. I pull it free and freeze. My name stares back in bold print. Ruth E. Hale. Below it, ink curves in a signature that looks like mine and isn't. My pulse trips. The room shrinks. The paper smells like old smoke. Daniel leans in. What is it? It's a deed, I say, breath thin. And that is my forged signature. Aisha set tidy folders between us. Protect your house. Freeze assets. Change your will, she said. I'll do all of it, I said. You will, she said. Step 1, fraud alert. Step 2, quiet title. Step 3, revoke any forged powers. My name is mine, I said. I sign it myself. That's the point, she said. You sign your own name. Lily sat beside me, smiling. You're not a victim, Mom. I'm not, I said. I'm tired, not broken. Aisha slid forms. Initial here. Read first. I read now, I said. I breathed and signed. What about the forged deed? I'll move to void it, she said. I'll ask the recorder for a transfer freeze. Do it, I said. Lily squeezed my shoulder. Tea after? Yes, I said. With honey. Aisha nodded at my phone. Call the clinic from here. I'll document consent. I dialed. Dr. Shah, it's Ruth. I want facts on compatibility. No promises. Prelim labs are strong, he said. Given relation, you are a likely match. My throat tightened. Say it again. You are a likely match, he said. Victor's voice came thin. Ruth, please. I saw the boy I loved and the man who ran. I will help you, I said, but not like this. Then how, he asked. I lifted the deed. Start by giving me back what you took. I signed the confession, he said. Aisha has it. I want action, not apology, I said. Aisha tapped a file. He signed. I filed it. Good, I said. Return the house. Return my quiet. Victor sobbed once. I will. Lily whispered, you don't have to give anything. I know, I said. I choose what to give. Daniel stood in the doorway. I need to say something. Say it, I said. I almost took his deal, he said. He waved money. I thought I could control it. I'm sorry, Mom. Heat rose in my face. You tried to sell my roof? I stopped, he said. Lily pulled me back. Lily held my gaze. He told me. I told him the price. Tell me the price too, I said. Shame, Daniel said. I carry it. Carry it and learn, I said. Don't spend it on me again. I won't, he said. Aisha's pen clicked. I need copies of storage records and messages. We'll build a timeline. I have them, I said. Noah photographed everything. Good, she said. Next, we file quiet title and a recorder's freeze. No surprise filings. Make it thick, I said. It will be, she said. Victor spoke again. If you won't donate, I understand. I didn't say won't, I said. I said not like this. Trust must stand before I lie on any table. I hear you, he said. Help me feel safe, I said. Public apology. Written restitution. No more papers and sleeves. I'll do all of it, he said. Name the place. Here, I said. With witnesses. Aisha checked the clock. We can notarize statements today. Schedule it, I said. Lily exhaled. Tea was a good idea. It still is, I said. Daniel moved closer. Mom, I'm sorry. I heard you, I said. Prove it with patience. I will, he said. Aisha gathered the forms. You move fast. That protects you. I want my feet under me, I said. They are, she said. You did that. I called the clinic. Doctor, I agreed to more tests after the legal locks click. That's reasonable, he said. We'll coordinate with your attorney. Thank you, I said. Victor sniffed. Thank you too. Don't thank me yet, I said. Stand without leaning on me. I'll try, he said. Try less, I said. Do more. I will, he whispered. My phone buzzed. Carmen texted. Bread after? Yes, I typed. Crusty one. I slid the pen into my purse. Anything else? One question, Aisha said. Do you want to press charges? I want quiet power, I said. I want my name to close the door. Then we build for that, she said. I nodded. Papers waited. The door opened. Grace stood there, pale. I need to confess. I braced my hands on the desk. Speak. I didn't just marry him, she said. I helped him disappear. I keep the lights low and the kettle warm. Grace and I sit at my kitchen table. He told me you were cruel, she says. I almost laugh. He needed to hate me to leave. She nods. He said men would kill him, and maybe you if he stayed. I believed him. I helped him get new papers. I thought I was saving a life. I poured tea. Maybe you were. But it wasn't only his. A shoe scuffs the hall. Evan leans in, jaw tight. I'm done with lies, he says to his mother and to Victor, who hovers in the doorway. Make it right. You can stand there if standing helps you listen, I say. Grace twists the napkin. I'm sorry, Ruth. Say what you did, I tell her. Name it clean. I drove him to a man who makes names. I carried envelopes. I kept secrets from a woman I refused to picture. You pictured me enough to envy me, I say. So we trade weight. Truth for truth. Evan steps closer. Truth. Last year he planned to contact you. I told him not to come unless he could be decent. Was he decent tonight? I ask. No, Evan says. He brought papers. Victor lowers his head. I panicked. Noted, I say. Now hear me. Are the others asleep? Grace asks. Yes, I say. Victor shifts. I raise a palm. Stop. We speak from where we stand. He nods. Say the rules. My rules are simple, I say. If I donate, you sign a statement of fraud, you return anything in my name, and you meet Daniel to apologize. No more games. He winces. A statement could put me in prison. A kidney could put me in a grave, I say. Evan's voice softens. Sign it, Dad. Grace whispers he's sick, Ruth. I know, I say. I'm not your miracle. Victor looks at me like a boy who lost his shoes. Will you really help me if I sign? I will help in ways that don't cost my soul, I say. Tests continue. Surgery waits until trust stands. What does the statement say, he asks. I slide a printed page from a folder Aisha emailed. You forged, you concealed, you attempted transfer, you agree to restitution. You waive any claim against my house. There's a space for an apology. Fill it, I say. Pen. Grace asks. I set one down. Victor doesn't touch it. Let me say one thing. Say it, I tell him. I did love you, he says. I loved running more. Honesty is late, I say, but it's here. Evan exhales. Sign. Victor lifts the pen, hesitates. Will you come to the hospital if I fall apart? I will come as myself, not as your property, I say. He nods and writes. Ink scratches the paper. Date, I say. Print here. Initial there. I sign as witness. Grace signs. Evan adds his name. Firm. Victor sets the pen down. It's done. Not yet, I say. Return anything with my name. He pulls a worn envelope from his coat. Keys to a box at the credit union. Receipts. The ledger. Tomorrow, I say. Noah will collect them. Grace touches my sleeve. Thank you for not screaming. I am saving my voice for living, I say. Evan says, I'll drive the papers to Aisha now. Copy them first, I say. Leave one here. He nods, sliding the signed page into his sleeve. Victor watches the floor. Do you forgive me? I forgive enough to keep breathing, I say. I remember the rest. Grace whispers, what about the donation? I said tests continue, I answer. Do not push. She nods. We won't. Evan slips out. I gather the mugs. Victor tracks me with his eyes. Sit, I say. You look pale. I'm fine, he says. Liar. I say, softening it with warm water for his cup. The room tilts. My heartbeat counts seconds, steady, stubborn, and afraid in me. He stands anyway. Ruth, thank. His knees buckle. The cup tips. Porcelain shatters. He folds onto my kitchen floor. I gasp his name and grab my phone as his breath rattles like paper. The night holds its breath with me. Sirens bite the night, and I ride beside him, fingers on his wrist, counting a pulse that stutters. Stay with me, I say. Breathe with me. I've got him, an EMT says. Oxygen on. BP dropping. I hear you, I say. I'm not leaving. Victor's eyelids tremble. I lean close. You signed. Keep your promise. The rig lurches. Monitors beep. Any allergies? The EMT asks. Fear and lies, I say. Nothing medical. Copy, he says. We're 2 minutes out. I press the ribbon and pray till doors fly open. I forgive you for the lies, I whisper at the machines, but I don't forgive how you made me vanish. We're transferring, a nurse says. Ma'am, this way. I'm here, I say. Dr. Shaw meets me under a cold clock. Talk plain, I say. He's in acute on chronic renal failure, he says. Fluids, labs, urgent dialysis. He is stable for now. If I donate, does he live? I ask. Maybe, he says. Transplant improves survival. No guarantee. And me? I ask. There are risks, he says. Age increases them. We test heart, lungs, kidneys, anesthesia tolerance. If anything looks unsafe, we stop. I want truth faster than comfort, I say. That's what you'll get, he says. Do you consent to the workup? I consent to facts, I say. No dates until my conditions hold. That is reasonable, he says. Dana reaches me first, breath ragged. Mom, you don't owe him your future. I know, I say. I owe myself a clean choice. He took years from you, he says. I'll decide how many I give, I say. Lily rubs my back. We're right here. Grace stands by the wall. I can't ask you for this. You already did, I say. I was wrong, she says. I should have sent him with empty hands. Empty hands still take, I say. Evan lifts his chin. Whatever you decide, I'll honor it. Then help me keep boundaries, I say. No papers. No pressure. Done, he says. A thin nurse with calm eyes checks my wristband. Name. Ruth Hale, I say. I sign my own name. I'm Hannah, she says. I'll watch over you tonight. She ties a small lavender ribbon to the band. For courage, she says. It smells like home, I say. Dr. Shaw returns with charts. Risk me, I say. Line by line. Infection, he says. Bleeding. Clots. Pain. Slower recovery. Possible regret. Regret is already here, I say. Support at home, he asks. Son, daughter-in-law, neighbor, I say. A lawyer, a detective, a God who listens. He nods. We schedule tests today. Surgery only if everything checks. We'll schedule the surgery, I say. But if he tries one more trick, I walk away. He says, boundaries help medicine. I say, then medicine can help me. He says, agreed. For now, we proceed. Daniel scowls at the door. What if he begs again? I will hear and not bend, I say. And if he dies, he asks. I will grieve the boy I loved, I say. Not the man who ran. I hate him for making you choose, he says. I hate the choice, I say. Grace edges closer. If you need anything, money rides. I need truth, I say. Keep telling it even when it burns. I will, she says. Evan nods. I'll bring the ledger to Aisha at sunrise. Good, I say. No shadows. Hannah taps my elbow. They're ready for blood draw. Take what you need, I say. She smiles. I'll leave you a whole storm. Quick pinch, the phlebotomist says. I've had worse, I say. I sit with the machines and talk, because they listen. You hum like honest clocks, I tell them. Keep him here long enough for me to finish becoming brave. Hours bend. I sign for scans, not surrender. I picture Maya's graduation, Carmen's bread, the lavender by my steps, the porch I will paint when this is done. I count breaths and bargains. Mrs. Hale. Hannah whispers. He's waking. I'm ready, I say. I step to his bed. His eyes search the room and land on me. Ruth, he rasps. I want a priest. I'll call, I say. He swallows. But I want you first. I sit by his bed and wait for his eyes to find me. I sign everything back, he says, voice thin. The statement is with Aisha. You kept your word, I say. Thank you. He stares at the ceiling. Ruth, I was a coward. I thought running was strength. You left me with ghosts, I say. I carried them alone. I know, he whispers. I made you vanish to save myself. You said it plain, I say. Plain helps. Will you still donate, he asks. I breathe. I thought of karma, justice, the girl I was, and the woman I became. And he says, no, I say softly. I won't. I choose to live. He closes his eyes and lets a tear fall. I'm glad, he whispers. Be free. Stay for a while, he asks. I'll stay, I say. We can talk. We talk until morning. I love the way you said hello at doors, he says. I love the way you fixed radios, I say. I loved it until you stopped. I stopped because I was afraid, he says. I wish fear had made me honest. It didn't, I say. But you're honest now. A soft knock. A nurse opens the curtain. He asks for a priest, she says. I'll call, I say. He squeezes my fingers. But I wanted you first. I came first, I say. I leave second. The priest arrives, kind eyes, quiet shoes. May I join you, he asks. You may, I say. I'll step out. Stay, Victor says. Hear me tell the truth. I listen to a prayer about mercy. Ruth, he says, forgive what you can. I forgive the lies, I say. I don't forgive the erasing. Fair, he says. Thank you for coming anyway. I came for my name, I say. I keep it. When the priest leaves, I set a lavender sprig on the tray. For courage, I say. For you, he says. I'll go home now, I say. Hannah will watch you. She already does, he says. Good night, that is morning. Good night, I say. Hannah slips in. Ribbon still on? Stays, I say. Helps me breathe. I'll keep watch, she says. At home, I call a locksmith. Change the locks, I say. Today. Front, back, and shed, he asks. All of them, I say. Fresh keys, fresh start. Daniel arrives with a tool belt. I'll fix the porch step, he says. Do it slow, I say. Make it strong. Lily brings coffee. How are you? I'm choosing life, I say. Carmen sets down bread. Eat, she says. I will, I say. After one more errand, I take Maya to the beach. She runs ahead and skips back. Grandma, is this a happy day? It is an honest day, I say. She points at the water. Can we throw a wish? We can throw a key, I say, holding up the brass. What does it open? She asks. Rooms that hurt, I say. I don't live there anymore. Then toss it, she says. We stand at the edge. Some doors, I tell her, are better left closed. Do it, she says. I throw the key. It arcs, flashes, and disappears. Maya whispers, will it come back? No, I say. Belongs to the sea now. Back home, the mail waits. An envelope sits on the mat. I open it and read aloud. Ruth, he's in treatment, Grace writes. We're starting over with honesty. Evan found a job near the clinic. We will not ask you for more. I hand it to Daniel. Keep a copy, I say. He studies the porch step. It'll hold, he says. So will you. I will, I say. Lily brushes sawdust from my sleeve. Plant something, she says. Name it. I dig a small hole by the walk and lower a sapling. Carmen holds the stake. What will you call it? She asks. Today, I say. I'll call it today. We tamp the soil and drink water. Night comes gentle. I open windows and listen to crickets. I turn the deadbolts I chose. I lay down without waiting for footsteps that do not come. I kept my name, I say. I kept my life. Finally, I sleep.